I'm going to be talking about a utilitarian approach to abortions. So, to define utilitarianism, it's the idea that actions are right if they are useful or for the benefit of a majority. So, essentially, actions should try to benefit society as a whole as much as it possibly can. And then, for the sake of this video, and when mentioning abortions, having a defined definition of life is important. I find the most consistent and the most logical um, argument is that life begins at conception. Why do people seek out abortions? Women seek abortions for reasons related to their circumstances, including their socioeconomic status. According to data from the Turnaway study, the most common reasons women sought after abortions were related to their financial situation, timing, which could be, they're in school, they're getting a career, they're moving somewhere, they're going through a divorce, etc. They could be partner related issues. Their partner might not want them to get an abortion. They might not feel safe raising a child with their partner. And the need to focus on other children since they don't have the resources to support a larger family, which is not uncommon. Not to say that women don't get abortions just because they don't want a baby, which is perfectly valid as well. These are just the most common reasons. So women tend to not want to get abortions. Abortions are hard. They're hard decisions. They're, to put it lightly, a hassle. Most people don't want to get an abortion, and some people don't want abortions to happen. So the idea is to maximize well-being is we should minimize abortions in general as much as we possibly can. Banning abortions directly has been proven to be ineffective in reducing abortions. In countries where it is fully legal, fully illegal, restricted access, etc., do not prevent abortion whatsoever. They do not help the issue, do not save lives, and they do not help women. And women tend to seek abortions, whether it's legal or not. It tends to be when it is illegal, women tend to seek less safe abortions, which just makes the situation worse. So effective solutions in minimizing abortions. Things like a well-funded sex education program that goes in depth and it is taught standardized across the entire nation is important. Free and accessible birth control, which includes things like condoms or the pill or whatever. And these should be available for teens as well, as long as it's medically safe. And these teens should not need their consent of their parents. If you birth control, it's a pretty obvious reason or solution to reducing abortions. Free childcare. A lot of people who have abortions, they just can't have the child because they don't have the resources to help that child. Things like after school programs, free kindergarten care, free, because essentially free lunch programs and things like that to help a child grow up in a safe environment despite their parents' economic status. And paternity leave. Two parents working in a household is extremely common. So it is really unrealistic to expect them to be able to successfully raise a child while both continuing their careers. And it's also unrealistic to expect either of them to quit because of the current, economic situation. And they shouldn't need to quit their careers to raise a child. We should try to support people who want to have a child and maintain their careers. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got.